Hey everybody, my name is Ken Royce from Infor. I'm an automotive principal. I work with Peter Mathiel, who is an automotive strategist, and we've got our guest of honor, Mr. C.S. Renneke, CIO for Miller Industries. So we're going to talk today about what we've done together along with AWS to help CS and Miller Industries go from an on-prem environment onto the cloud and leveraging the benefits of AWS. As a platform, all of Infor's cloud solutions are built on AWS. We're dedicated. AWS is the only platform we work with. So excited to tell you about the journey and what we've done and why we did it. What we're gonna cover in this discussion is where we're at. This is a journey. This is 20 plus years of going from on-premise legacy software into a fully cloud environment. What are the business benefits? What are the business drivers? Why did we do this? What are the expected outcomes? What's our roadmap, right? What have we done so far to get live? What else is to go? What are the other ways to extend the solution and give a real business value? Key steps we took, the decisions that were made. Why did we do this? What were the gating issues? What were some of the compromises? What's the roadmap? How will we tie into that? What are the problems we solved? What are the business challenges that were presented to us that we had to deal with and take into consideration as we were doing the architecture and building out a solution, as well as where we're at today on that journey? Because it's a journey. You're never done going to the cloud. It's just you're adding more and more capabilities. So with that, I'm going to have CS speak a little bit about the background of Miller Industries and who they are and what we've done together.
Well, hi everyone. We in the towing and recovery industry, we build tow trucks and anything platforms to move vehicles around. Hopefully you did not experience our vehicles up and close, because if you did, you probably had a really bad day if you had a need for a tow truck, I guess. Our company is a small to medium-sized company at the New York Stock Exchange. So we're growing rapidly as a company, certainly the last couple of years. We manufacture our product in 3 different locations in the United States, and then 1 in France and 1 in Europe. But we sell in about 60 or more countries in the world. So our product is really everywhere in the world. What that said is, when we started our journey, we realized that technology in our company was falling behind. As the need to grow the company and have the information systems to support the company, our on-prem systems were really outdated and outgrown. And at the time, we started a discussion with Infor, and we bought what's called a package, the Cloud Suite Automotive Package. And we started implementing that product in late 2019. Well, as you all know, a couple of months later, COVID hit, and here we go. We added quite a number of benefits right out of the gate, because we learned how to utilize our product better to allow us to work as a company during that hard times. And then afterwards, we had the benefits of that. Now, many of you that are in a similar position as us may know that companies like us is too small to be large and too large to be small. And what I mean by that is, we don't have hundreds of people in the IT department. On the other hand, if you have a small team, therefore, it's very hard to keep up with the administration of the systems and security and technology stack and all those kind of things. It's very hard to do that. So you have to find a partner that can provide that to you. So at the time, we spoke with Infor, and we'd been an Infor customer prior to that. So we spoke to them, and we bought the Cloud Suite Automotive Package, and we started implementing that in pieces. So we used the ERP system, which I'm sure many of you may be familiar. LN is used in the automotive space a lot. We had FactoryTrack, which gave us the tools to gather data and provide data to the shop floor itself, gave us tools there. And we had Supplier Exchange, the portal for our suppliers. We had various pieces of budgeting and forecasting. And just recently, 2 weeks ago, we finished the HR package, the tool there, and budgeting and forecasting is also done. So we introduced these packages one by one and then roll them out to the rest of our operations in Europe. So it was an interesting journey. And for us, the important thing is what we fight. And I'm sure many of you deal with the same thing. Is in IT, the struggle is always against paper and spreadsheets. I'm sure you all see that. I see some people smile, so I guess you know what I'm talking about. And one needs to, when you introduce a package like this or any kind of new software, you've got to beat paper and spreadsheets. And by that I mean you have to come up with tools that make it easier and faster to capture data, get that data in, so much so that people want to do that and they think it's easier than what they've done before. And on the back end of stuff, when you want information out of it, it's easy to get what you need when you need it. You all know in the past there's always been spreadsheets, and it takes a week, and after a month you into the third week of the new month before you get financial results, all those kind of things. If you can bring those results out really quickly, that's a big win for us. So with what we did, introducing this package and a journey that we had, we managed to beat all those odds. So we had the help from Infor and certainly AWS. So all of a sudden we had big partners behind us that had the technology that we didn't have to worry about networking and servers and all those kind of things. So with a relatively small team, we can take care of that, and we focus on rolling out the products, on introducing new functionality and training users and so on. And that to us has been a really, really big win for our organization. We managed to go on this journey with some heavyweights that do have the manpower and the team to go and develop all the applications we need.
So who's Infor? So Infor is the largest independently owned enterprise software manufacturer on the planet. We're about $3.5 billion of revenue, 47 different countries, 13,000 cloud customers, 68,000 total customers. So the good news is we've been building automotive software for 40 years. So the opportunity here, there's 68,000 customers, 13,000 are on the cloud. There's 55,000 customers to migrate off of legacy on-prem to the cloud. Why do you need to do that? A big one is security. The other reasons would be around data capture of sustainability data, IoT data, AI, machine learning, leveraging the latest capabilities, and really leveraging automation, because automation is a challenge. Nobody has the resources on the production floor that they need. So going in an automated manner is really, it's survival, right? It's table stakes. We call this our wedding cake slide. This is really the architecture behind. As you can see, everything runs on AWS. We made the decision 10 years ago that we're only going to build applications. We're going to let the experts do what experts do, and that's the infrastructure. All of our customers have a dedicated circuit. We've embedded over 40 of the microservices from AWS into our solution, so that's automated. Customers don't have to pay extra for that. It's just part of the subscription fee they pay to Infor, and of course, AWS is part of that subscription. The cool thing here about building is we could do layers, right? We could start off with the ERP, we could load warehouse management or HCM or whatever. But really the cool thing is this is all on one data lake. So as we move forward and we leverage more of the AI and machine learning, and we do augmented intelligence overlays, we're looking to automate complete processes and really just take the human contact out of everything we do. If you look, key core capabilities, the big one here, is why AWS, and a lot of our customers are really, cyber attacks are on the rise. It's really about security, right? That's something, a normal IT. How many guys are in your IT department, CS?
Our group is a little less than 20 people, so you can imagine the size of our company. We have a small team. He mentioned security. You all have security challenges every day, and you need somebody behind you that have that kind of background, that have that expertise that you don't have as a company, and it would be impossible to acquire for us because of the cost of that. But through Infor and AWS, we get that as part of the package. So it's really good to sleep at night not knowing you don't have security issues.
Yeah, as a former CIO, I could never hire people that AWS is hiring for security. I had to hire somebody, and you have to do network and Unix and Windows and whatever, right? So the capabilities of the people that AWS hires are, if you're an engineer, you want to be where the most action is, right? And
one of the things I want to add to this too, in addition, is that a key thing about Infor software is that we are purpose-built for each industry that we serve. So it's not like if you buy one ERP and then you have to tailor it to your industry. So whether it's in automotive or whether it's manufacturing or fashion and retail or healthcare, whatever the different industries we work in, our solution comes pre-built, if you will, with core processes relevant to that industry. And what that means for our customers is time to value. You spend less time configuring the system and more time less time getting it up and running. So that's something I just want to make a point out here.
And had less consulting dollars. And see us out of the box. What percentage of the pre-configured solutions did you guys leverage?
Yeah, it's a very high percentage. It's probably above 80. And you made a very good point is that implementation speed is really what it's all about, right? If you buy the software or you have a subscription, whatever you have, that's one thing. But the implementation cost, as you all know, could be as much as 10 times higher than what you pay for your subscriptions. So you've got to find a way to get that going and live and active quick. And also in today's world, if you're not fast and keep innovating and getting things implemented quickly, by the time you implement, that stuff is old. You have to stay on it very, very fast, keep going. And the prepackaged solutions really is a fantastic idea just because it gets you going so quickly. You can be up and running very fast.
And to combine those two aspects of security versus inbuilt functionality, just a quick story. One of our customers who was actually not running on the cloud system yet, they were on an old version, they had a cyber attack last year. It literally it brought them to a ransomware attack. It brought them to a complete halt. They were able to get up and running, at least a lot of their business, within 3 weeks because they moved to the cloud with our solution. And because of the inbuilt processes, they were able to get up and running within 3 weeks, which is unheard of. So that's just a thing. That's how, anyway.
Yeah, and AWS was very helpful in that whole process, the triage of getting them up and going.
So So this one real quick here. So the point of this slide is don't worry about all the little fine print there. The automotive industry has changed. I think we can all agree to that, and it's continuing to change. And it's no longer just suppliers and OEMs. The relationships are different. It's not linear anymore. It's this, if you want to call it, it's an ecosystem. Really, it's a network of many-to-many connections with many different kinds of stakeholders now that are in automotive. I mean, just look around you in this hall itself. You've got Sony, you've got Panasonic, you've got AT&T, you've got LG, and none of these typically would be considered an automotive company, but here we are all in the automotive space. So this is a completely new ecosystem, and with the connected, autonomous, and shared sort of revolution, if you will, there's all these new players, and in addition, there are people like telecom providers, there are like AT&T, there's retail services, there's streaming content. All these players are now in the ecosystem, and there's all these different kinds of data streams that are flowing through the ecosystem. And in order to create that customer experience that we all want to create, and CS talked about this too, being able to capture and ingest and consume and then extract insights from those different types of data that are flowing through from all these different participants, that's critical. So that's where our digital platform, which I think you heard Ken or CS talk about, that's where we sit in the middle of all of that on AWS, of course, and that allows us to be able to capture and ingest those. And in addition to being able to do that, the key thing about being on AWS is the scalability, because this is a rapidly growing ecosystem, if you will, right? And we've got to have that scalability. You cannot do that with the old on-prem systems. So you've got to be able to have that connectivity end-to-end, real time, to be able to make it, if you will, in the automotive industry today. And that's a key thing that, our solution enables.
Yeah, if I may add to it, that really, I haven't seen this slide till fairly recently, but it really sums it up for us. That's where the magic happens. Is in this product, you have the concept of data lake, you have the concept of Ion, which is the junction box that connects all things together. So information flows real time from the shop floor into the ERP system, into our BI tool. Burst is one of the tools we use, BI tool. and there my phone's just somewhere at the table, but I know exactly what's happening at any of the facilities right now in real time on my phone because it's mobile. And at the same time, my finance colleagues know where we are with budgeting, where we are with forecasting, what we need to change. My sales colleagues know what the product mix are. They understand certainly what the margins are on those products, what changes we can make, and things like that. And it's all because of that particular technology.
Hey, guys, last year we were here at CES. I was working with Worldwide Sustainability Labs. We built a couple demo platforms around EV battery recycling as well as carbon footprint capture from the production line. This is just a model to show you where we're capturing things, where we're leveraging AWS technology, put everything in the data lake. What we've found with CES, who's kind of our first test around sustainability and EV battery, is it's really energy consumption, energy management are the most important. So we're working on that. We're working with AWS, co-developing solutions. So that's all we got because we're out of time.